Oh, right. It says we're live. Hello. I may have started it just a wee bit early, but that's okay. Whatever. We're here. Happy Sunday. Happy finish or beginning of another week, depending on how you look at it. I have a couple of scenes that have been rolling around in my head. They do not belong to the current project because, of course, they don't. But I have had enough of them rattling around in my brain. So today I'm going to be working on a couple of these scenes, getting them down onto paper. I have two different versions of this scene in my head. And so I'm going to try and sort of like put them on paper and decide which one I like better written out, or on digital paper, I guess, because I'm not going to be handwriting today. I think I'm going to be working in the document, or in a document. But anyway, so I have a couple of scenes that I want to get down. I also want to go ahead and set up my planner for next week, because it's Sunday, and that's one of the things I like to do on a Sunday is set up next week. And yeah, generally, I'm trying not to like be super harsh on myself for the state of revision that the current main work in progress is in. I'm trying to just like take it a little bit of time. It's going better than I had anticipated in some regards, and it's also not going better than anticipated in certain regards. But I'm pretty sure that's how revision goes, just in general. It's like that TikTok or reel, like the phases of art. This is a great idea. This is a terrible idea. This is horrible. I'm horrible. This is a good idea. This may work. This is wonderful, type of thing. Like those emotional pendulum swings. But yeah, so, and I'm putting the revision to the side and spending some time with these scenes from a different story that are in my brain. So this is not necessarily like shiny new idea, because I've had ideas for this other particular story for a while, that I've worked on and off. So not exactly shiny new, but still shiny and distracting. So we're going to go with it. Let's see what else. I was able to have a short phone call with Bestie, and I was able to hear baby. So that was fun. Let's see what else. I made a snack run to the grocery store, so I got all the good, tasty, crunchy snacks, because we were going specifically for crunchy things. So, I mean, like sometimes, you want to like a chocolate snack run or like a fruity snack run, but no, this snack one was definitely salty, crunchy. Just like all the things we got, salty, crunchy. Although I did also pick up a new candle from Aldi, and it smells delicious. I haven't lit it yet, but I was smelling it in its unburnt state. So I might have to light that in a little bit. But yeah, so okay. Reminder, the sub mode is on in order to combat the bots, because they have not figured out how to subscribe to channels yet. So if you would like to chat in the chat box, be a subscriber for 5 minutes and it'll be fine. Megan says, hello, you've been productive this morning. Yay! During one of the sprints today, you're going to have to give your dog a bath. Oh boy. Wish you luck. Good luck. Good luck. That was one of the other things. Bestie had put their 3 dogs in with the vet to board while she had his baby. And so they had to pick up the 3 dogs in 2 different stages. So they brought home the 2 smaller dogs, and she has a Jack Russell Terrier, then which is a boy, and then she has a Russell Terrier Chihuahua mix, which is a girl, and then she has a big mutt that is a boy. And so they brought home the 2 little ones first, and so they got to meet the baby first. And the Terrier Chihuahua mix has apparently gone into protective mode over baby. And now that they have the bigger dog home as well, the littlest dog won't let the big dog near the baby. It's like, no, snaps at him every time he tries to come near. And so Bessie said that the biggest dog was all sulky in the other room because he felt like he'd been kicked out or chased out of their room. So she's like, yeah, I'm going to have to give him some TLC later. So I just thought it was funny because I'm envisioning all of her dogs in this scenario, and it's funny. So anyway, that was also a dog connection. Cool Gamer is here. Hi, hello, welcome. And CV says hello, hello. Is today your last day before you go on hiatus for your mom coming and then vacation? Is that today? Do I have that right in my brain? Jen writes from it, says hello, hello. How are you? Stacy is here. Hello, you made it. Yes, you did. How are you? Your grandma is on her way back to Florida. My mom is in Florida. I asked her this morning when she called. I was like, do you have a return estimation date? She's like, no. Okay. Okay. Mom Maggie says, good morning, lovelies. Good morning. Jen writes from it, says, hi, Maggie. Hello. Hello, hellos. CB says, I went into the city. So, let's try that again. I went into the city earlier and had lunch at Pizza Hut and then came home. I did 2 loads of laundry and hung them up. I'm redrafting the entire thing now. Ooh, well, good for you for doing the laundry and putting it up. I did laundry yesterday and it is sitting in a basket because that is, I despise putting laundry away. I don't know why. But yeah, so my laundry is sitting in a in a basket over here where you can't see it. So congrats on getting both sides of that equation done. Yes, today's your last day before vacation. Okay, gotcha. Kate says, hello, hello. You're on your final read through for chapter 60 before turning to drafting chapter 61. Nice. And Becca is here. Hello. Hello. How are you? I'm trying to think. The weather in Toronto has been pretty decent lately, right? Have you been able to go out to a coffee shop or anything sort of fun? And I don't know. CB says, redrafting Stark for president. Excellent. Ooh, you're working on cover ideas today. Ooh, okay. So speaking of illustrations and covers and all that kind of good stuff. So I bought a super cheap stylus from Amazon. It's got this little plate. Maybe you can see it better. Yeah, over my hair. So it's got this little plate. And so it's not pressure sensitive, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to do a little bit with like Pocket Procreate and things like that on my phone. Just like the iPhones aren't built for the Apple Pencil yet. I'm sure eventually they'll get there, but yeah. So anyway, so I thought I would try this out. So I got that, but I haven't played with it yet. Not a great. I mean, I did turn on Procreate and like poke around and whatnot, but I have not yet really delved into like following a tutorial and all that kind of stuff with it yet. So that is coming. So maybe eventually I'll be able to illustrate my own. Maybe that could be fun. Mama Maggie says you have low-key obsessed over wax stamps, but you're not willing to spend the money. And that I have played a couple more times with the wax seals, but I have not gone whole hog. I did tell my nephews that I was going to mail them some, but that was like during the heat of the summer. And I was like, spending a week traveling in the mail from from the south may not necessarily be a way to keep the seals in their pristine condition, so I may have to wait until it gets a little bit cooler. So thankfully it has begun to cool down a little bit, which is nice. But y'all, I'm just waiting for that mid-September to like that first fall breeze. It usually does happen in Georgia, like the first real fall weather about September 21st or 22nd, which is when you would expect it. So I'm just like, I can't wait for fall, y'all. I can't wait. Apple pencils are way too expensive. They're very expensive. And but I don't have like a tablet. And I don't have an official drawing tablet either. So I don't have an iPad. I don't have a tablet. So I can't necessarily use one of those. I mean, I do have like the little teeny tiny square on my laptop, but I'm not doing that. So I don't know. I wanted to find a cheap way and see if I enjoyed using a stylus at all. So we're going to try it out. Covers are the most fun and stressful part. They can be, yes. Becca says, definitely some cool cafes near me, but I've only ordered coffee and brought it home. Yeah, the dang chairs that get to you. Gotcha. Writing Rose says, hello. You're not sure if you're good enough to make this cover, but you figure you can get close to the concept that you want, then you can hire a professional to make it better. Yes, that is also a thing, which is nice. Becca says, right, normally you have a clear idea, but this time you keep changing your mind. I think you've made 4 covers already. Oh, goodness. CB is going to be in DC September 21st through 22nd. Nice. That would be nice to have like a real fall weather to walk around DC in. That would be really nice. Yes. Okay. We need to do a card for today, and then we need to set up the timer so that we can get some work done, whether or not I choose to do the planner first or dive into the scenes first. In case you're wondering, yesterday was the pig, which is appropriate because I snacked all day long. So that was yesterday's. Very cute pig. Love it. And today is the owl, and it's in the inverse or upside down position. So here's the owl in the in the correct positioning. And let me see if I can get this to cover both my face and the whiteboard so it'll focus. There we go. So there's the owl. See clearly now. But again, it was in the inverse position. So, are you feeling overwhelmed and overpowered by all that you are sensing? Are you highly sensitive right now and in information overload, feeling too much and taking in too much stimulation? The antidote for overwhelm is to become grounded and to return to your safe nest. So wisdom that can offer you clarity and guide you on managing the flow. Take a break to ground yourself in the reality of your everyday senses. Go for a walk in nature. Perhaps you can stop to lie on the ground or hug a tree or just stroll down the street beneath the soothing sky so that you can regroup and clear your energy field. Your wisdom and ability to make sense of all you are feeling and experiencing will return as the owl reminds you of your need to get clear. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling called out. I feel called out. Are you feeling overwhelmed and overpowered by everything? Are you feeling highly sensitive to information overload, feeling too much, taking in too much stimulation? Yes, all of the above. All of the above. Okay, so get grounded, return to your comfort zone, return to the things that make you feel comfortable, that make you feel at ease, places that make you feel safe. Maybe go for a walk in nature if that's your thing. So yeah, definitely the owl is definitely calling me out. So not seeing clearly because you're too overwhelmed. So you need to take a step back, sort of like get in your comfort zone so you have time to mentally clear things, put them in the right order, organize your brain, organize your thoughts, and all of that. So it's time to maybe do a little bit of self-care Sunday. That might be the thing we need to do. Okay, let's see. You wish you could post them in the chat. You would love some feedback. Well, is there a way? I mean, if you want, you can either send them to me on. How do I do this? You could DM me on Instagram and I could show the screen, or if you want, I could send you a DM with the StreamYard link, and if you feel like joining for a few minutes, you could show them. Either way, let me know if you want to do that. Or if you want to post them on your Instagram and ask for feedback, then we could all go look at your Insta. So however you want to do it. If you feel like sharing. If you're whatever. Words. CB says, we are not going up the Washington Monument. Spider-Man Homecoming put you right off of that idea. Oh no. You are all of those things for the owl. Yep, definitely feeling called out. Me too. Okay. We need a sprint. I'm thinking I want to go ahead and give myself 25 to maybe get my planner set up for next week. So I think what we will do is we will start with the turtle timer, which is 25 minutes. And then we will proceed to either the critter timers or the water timers. So I need to hit the share button. Mom Maggie says, oh, the owl is calling you out. Yes. The owl is definitely calling, I think, quite a few of us out. Okay. So here are your reminders. 1, save your document if you have already been working it today. If not, now's a great time to pull up your document. I do have a document pulled open, so I'll be ready to get to that when I am done with the planner. 2, make sure you have something to hydrate with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25-minute turtle timer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay. That was a really good sprint for me. Let me change the chat. I was able to set up next week. I'm still using the same sticker pack from Happy Planner. Sorry, I had to look. I was like, is this Michael's brand or not? No, this is from one of the Happy Planner versions. So I'm using mostly the ones with sort of like dark backgrounds and purples. So I have all of that set up for next week, which is good. That took me not as long as I thought it would, mainly because I've been simplifying my little daily checklist. But yeah, so I have got that done. Then I was sort of letting it dry because I used a gel pen when I was writing the daily checklist. And then I was able to get 154 words in the document. So I have gone ahead and started said document. I should probably jot down that I got 154 because otherwise I'm not going to remember. But anyway, so yeah, so nice. So I did both the planner and I started writing, which is great. Mama Maggie says, I missed all of the Sunday morning sprints after the internet went out mid 5 a.m. Writers Club. Oh no. And you're not expecting it to last today. And you're watching the internet lag right now. Oh no. No fun. Megan says, I guess I'm waiting for next sprint to wash the dog because she's currently hiding underneath your bed and refuses to come out. I guess you might have to wait. Claude is here. Hello. You will be lurking a bit. That's fine. Lurk away. CB is doing a little bit of research about DC, things you want to see. Yes, absolutely. Kate says, you got chapter 60 all ready to go. Finally, now for chapter 61. So you actually have a preview to post. Nice. Thinking ahead there. Becca says, you're trying to find a good font, but you're definitely having trouble. Nothing feels right for some reason. Oh, no. Out of like the pre-made fonts that you're looking at, I'm assuming. But yeah, that stinks. So. CB says, my mother knows why I don't want to go up the Washington Monument. You can't because you can't shoot webs out of here. I know, right? There's so many things. That's one of the reasons why I stopped reading time travel books for a long time, because I was mad that I would never be able to do it myself. So yeah, there was a period of time where I did not read time travel books for this reason. Megan says, the dog has been bathed. I repeat, the dog has been bathed. Hooray! You can check that off of your list for today. Excellent. You're all scratched up. Oh, but she behaved for the most part. Okay, good. Good. Morgan says, hello. Hello. How are you? I did, I turned the camera off for a second because I went to grab the new candle. So it's like this gradient of light blue to white. This was from Aldi, and the brand is Huntington Home. It says sun-kissed guava and juicy grapefruit burst over deep red currant, tangy blood orange fused with golden lemon and sheer musk. So all the citrus and fruity things. Because yes. So I figured I might as well see how it smells when it's burning today. Yeah. So that's my new candle. I also have another of the Starlit Skies one, but I have not lit that one yet. So I have new candles. I have more candles than I can really realistically burn because I don't burn them all the time. And so I have this one that's not been burnt yet. I just picked up this other new one. I have 3/4 of a large prayer candle. And then I have still half of a little tester candle. So I have far too many candles for the amount of candles that I usually burn. Generally, I don't burn a whole lot because I am pretty sensitive to smell. And so I generally just don't do it all the time. So yeah, my candles last a very long time. But yeah, so CB says, yay, sounds delightful if you're not allergic to orange. Yes, CB would not enjoy this, but I will enjoy it for us. So it smells very sweet, which is nice. I generally don't like sour candles. I don't know. Have I ever? I don't think I've ever had a sour candle. I've had like more woodsy ones. So, but generally I go for the sweeter, more citrusy. So 'tis lit. So I'm gonna put it over here for right now. I'm slightly paranoid about lighting them where I can't see them in the background. Slightly paranoid. I also, even though this one is sitting up here, I will never light it up here. I think I've lit one candle on the bookshelf before, and that was, I took it off like in under a minute because fire next to enclosed like roofing from the bookshelf and all that flammable books. No, thank you. But yeah. Heather is here. Hello. Hello. How are you? CB says this and living in an apartment that has gas central heating, which is why you have an electric Yankee candle burner. That's nice too. It looks like an electric plant pot. Oh, nice. That's fun. Okay. Brain. What was the other thing? I think Sarah Canon showed off a wax melter the other day that looks like a stack of books. I'm trying to remember where she got it from, but I can't remember, but it looked very cute. But yeah, so NKR writes, hello, you came on at a perfect time. Excellent. You just finished the uni exam. Yay! And now you have no idea what to do. Like what project to focus on? Well, if you have a coin, you could flip a coin. If you have a D&D dice, you could roll one of those. Things like that. So Heather says, I'm all right. I'm starting to feel a lot better. Oh, good. Good. I hate it when we don't feel good. Okay. All righty. Now we need a self-promo timer. But we also need to decide if we want to go critter or water. What would you prefer? A critter timer or a water timer? I'm going to CB says water because we just did a critter, and KR says water. Okay, everybody's like water. Water. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the 30-minute babbling brook. That'll give you time to do a little bit of self-promo and do your full 25 minutes. So that will make it a 30-minute timer. Okay, so here are your self-promo reminders. Please do promote anything that is writing adjacent. If you have a YouTube channel, Twitch channel, Etsy store, Amazon author page, website, blog, social medias, etc., this is your time to do your self-promo. The other aspect of this is that if you do not have a blue wrench of power, you will not be able to post direct links. You can get around this by spelling out the .and .com and putting in some extra spaces in between those three letters. The other thing is that you need to save your document. That's number 1. Save. 2, make sure that you still have something to hydrate with and go ahead and take a sip. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30-minute babbling Brooke in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that was the second sprint. How'd we do? That was another pretty good sprint for me. I gotta do the calculations, but 817, which is nice. Very good. I did set the candle sort of off to the side rather than kind of like in my viewing path. It was a little too bright. A little too bright, which is good. That means that if my power goes out, that will be a good candle to light. All right. Don't forget Don't forget that was the self-promo sprint. So make sure that you add your promo in the chat. All right, let's see. Megan started off our self-promo and said, don't forget, the We Will Not Go Back Feminist Anthology submission due date is September 27th. Learn more about the anthology or message Megan here at the link tree. NKR Writes says, I am in the process of editing a poetry anthology for publication this year regarding healing and trauma acceptance, and you're calling it Freebird. Nice. NKR says, I just remembered, do any of us know any illustrators? You need one for a book cover. You're thinking similar, something like the YA style from They Both Die at the End kind of thing. I'm trying to remember. Okay, so, okay. Is this the only cover? Okay, there are several covers. So you, I mean, some of them seem to be in relative similarity style-wise. Mostly blues with sort of like this skull face. That seems to be the more common with, so silhouettes, sort of skull face, but then there's also this other hourglass timer. So, relatively simple color-wise. But yeah. So anyway, so you were asking about illustrators. I do not personally know any. However, I do know that By the Brook has a channel here, is also on Instagram. Brooke does covers. HK Darkwood does illustrations. I think does her own covers and notebooks and stuff. I don't know if she does commissions though. Who else? I mean, Becca. Becca has Red Frog Publishing that you might want to check out. Becca C. Smith, Red Frog Publishing House. Let's see, what else? Who else? Who am I forgetting? I know there are more people on AuthorTube that do covers. Mandy Lynn, right? Who else? Who else on AuthorTube does covers? I know there's more than that. Anyway, you could look around to those names, and anybody else shares in the chat if they have recommendations. But also you could go with like a Fiverr gig. Yeah, things like that. Heather says, here's your stream for today where you talked about your art and writing, and there's the stream link. Zena is here. Hello, welcome. Jen Writes Romance says you can find all of my info in my YouTube bio under Jen Writes Romance. Heather says, Heather is a freelance line editor, copy editor, and proofreader for independent authors and publishers, and further specializes in fantasy, sci-fi, and mystery/thrillers. Let Heather help you make your work shine. Currently booking for September and Q4, and Heather does free sample edits. Can be reached via DM on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and in the comments under YouTube. Would love to read your work. You can also be reached via the contact page of your blog. And there it is. Here is Heather's second channel for the Petite Fam. Zena says, you finished your warm-up, which was really trying to brainstorm an actual premise for a story that you've been thinking of since 2019. Nice. It has characters and villains and a vague sense of location, but that is all that's really developed are the characters who have been doodled or mentally fawned over for all 3 years. Oh, nice. So it sounds like you have developed the characters first. But the main thing, so if you have your characters developed, then you begin to see where the motivations for the characters clash, and that becomes your conflict. So that might help you create your premise. CB's going to be back, finishing the sentence you're on. Megan has been doing research on one of your favorite real-life human beings. You don't want to go into too much detail because you plan on writing about her someday. Nice. Stacy says, it is cold in my house. I am wrapped up in a blanket. Do you have hot chocolate or hot tea to go with it? Because that's the best way. CB got 211 words, but cannot stop yawning. Oh no. NKR says, it's also going to be with a companion novel about a friend group in high school. Interesting. Heather says, I'm thinking about getting a link tree to Megan. Is it easy to do? Extremely easy and free, says Megan. I feel like you're inundating people with all of the promo. Yeah, because you have a lot going on. You have multiple channels. You have multiple sites. It might be easier to share just one link. And then people can navigate and see where all you are if they hear about one point. If they find you on Etsy, but they don't know necessarily about your YouTube or your editing. So things like that. It might be easier to get one link. Zena says, oh yes, that's a great point. You will work on that in your next warm-up. Excellent. Good. I'm glad I can help. Glad I can help. Oh, and I guess my self-promo is down in the chat. Down in the description. I have the writing timer playlists for water and for farting critters, and I also have a tarot journal that you can buy from Amazon, and yeah, and some recent-ish, they were really last month vlogs. Ish is getting a lot more stretched out now. Anyway, so that's my self-promo. It's all in the description. And now we need to switch to another sprinty sprint. Let's see. Okay. Let me find the right spot on the multi-hour timer. Here we go. Okay, I found the right spot. All right, so we are going to continue with the water theme. And so I might have to disappear to go do a little bit of bio break because I finished my full glass of tea. So here we go. Here's our reminders. 1, save your document. Mine is now saved. 2, make sure that you have something to hydrate with and continually hydrate. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, how was that? I feel like I'm on a roll with this scene. I'm now up to almost 1,600 total. So that was 621 words that time. So not bad. Of course, this is all in just one version of this scene. I haven't even started on the next version. So yeah. But anyway, I'm making progress. I'll take it. It's good. Yeah. Okay. So how we doing? How are we doing? Okay, let me scroll and find where we were. Also, don't forget to save. Zena was working with an app that deletes your progress if you stop writing. So you had to finish a scene that you were unsatisfied with, but it gave you a really good idea for how to fix it. So you're happy since you would not have made that conclusion if you didn't write. I am far too paranoid about losing my work to ever work with an app that is like that. I am far too paranoid. I would be spending all of my time copying and saving all of the words, and then it would just delete everything because I wouldn't be writing because I would be busy trying to save the words. It just that gives me so much anxiety. Stacy says, well, I got the side dish for your kids. Welcome back, Scouts. Cookout started. Nice. Excellent. Rachel says, hi, hopping in to say hello. It is thunderstorming here and we have already lost power twice. So you have a good book to read and a doggo to pet. Good luck with power. I'm glad you have company and a good book. Okay, so Heather says, okay, I have the beginnings of a link tree for now. Yay! And there's that. Excellent. CB says 63 words. Fantastic. Jen says, you've been useless for the last 2 sprints, but at least you wrote an outline today. Yes, that's not useless. That's good. Megan did some more research during that sprint, this time just clicking the random article button on Wikipedia and taking note of anything that interests or inspires me or names for future characters. Nice. CB took your meds. Excellent. Good. Stacy says, what is a link tree? It is essentially a web page that you can then put all of your links for your social media. So if you have a website and an Etsy store and an Amazon author page and a YouTube channel, you can host all of those on one page that is very clear about, like, go to YouTube for this person, go to Etsy for this person, so it's very cool and useful. Jen says, just learned about productivity sprints and found the channel. Welcome. You're not a writer, but you work from home, and this has been so helpful and being encouraged to get things done this afternoon. Thank you. You're welcome, Jen, and welcome. Very much welcome. I will do them. I'm going to put in Devin's playlist in the chat because Devin's playlist is so amazing. What Devin does is he searches around for all of the live streams that are scheduled for each day, and he puts them in a playlist. And so you can just use the playlist and hop from sprint to sprint. And it's amazing. So I highly suggest that you bookmark this page so that you can come back to it every day and find all the sprints. But yeah, so I'm here 4 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 to 3, and Sundays 2 to 5. And there are quite a few others in the chat who run their own sprints and have their own channels and things. So definitely welcome to the AuthorTube / try and get stuff done corner of the internet. So yeah. But yes, Devin's playlist is amazing. Amazing. CB says Devin's playlist is the most helpful playlist on YouTube. Yes. You're welcome. Yes, so it's fantastic. I love it. And I have to be honest, I did not get nearly as much done before I started doing sprints, which was, I think I really discovered it with Nano, with National Novel Writing Month in November. And then again, I really started being inspired by it in April of 20, I guess. Okay, so I won Nano in November 2019. That was the first time I won. And then April, for the April camp, would be like when I started first attending a lot of the live streams. So yeah, April 2020 was when that started. I think it was 2020. Was it 2018? I don't know. Time is weird. Whatever. Okay. So let's do another sprint. I'm going to share the screen again. And I have rolled this 2-hour timer to the next sprinty sprint. So we should be ready to go. All right, so 1, save your document or whatever you're working on. Number 2, make sure you are hydrating and take a sip. Cheers. Number 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go, 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. How was that? Did I unmute? Yes, I did. Okay. Dum. Make sure we are ready for the next Davinci paint. How are we doing? I am now at 2177, which I think gives me another almost. Well, let's do the math. $5.85. So apparently my trend for today is decreasing amounts of words as I am thinking about things more and more. I'm also adding more dialogue than I had in the first sprint. First writing sprint, I guess I should say. Yeah, but not bad. So I can at least check off that I have gotten my 2K today. I don't think I'll get to 3K, but I might get to 2,500. CB is multitasking, doing some self-care while you work on your novel. Excellent. Stacy completely goofed off that sprint. Also fair. Megan decided on some recipes to make later this week. Nice. Jen got 451 words. Excellent. CB got 314. Pi, 3.14. Pi words, yes. Nice. I'm doing okay. I am now working on the alternate version because if you missed it at the beginning of the stream, I mentioned that I've got a couple of scenes that like play out alternately in my brain. So I have pretty much wrapped up one of the versions of the scene. I am now working on an alternate. So yeah, so that's where we're at. So your character Maya Hansen is really, really evil in this version. She attacks Tony's kittens. Oh no! So sad. Pi is over your head. Yeah, math is yeah, you know it starts at 3.14. That's about all you know too. That's yeah, I mean that's what you need for the basics. Do I remember what exactly I need to do with pi in order to calculate other things? No. But that's why Google exists. How do I use pi? How do I calculate? You know, that's the nice thing about the internet now. Jen writes romance also is terrible in math. And CB says to quote, Principal Prickly from Disney's Recess, math. Yuck. Yeah, I highly doubt a principal in real life would say something like that. At least not to the kids. But anyway, yeah. Okay, it is 4:34. We can do one more full-sized sprint, take us to the top of the hour, and then we will be ready to go. Okay, so 1, save your document. Make sure you save your progress. 2, make sure you have something to hydrate or you have taken a sip recently. I am all out. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All righty. Save. 2749 is where I stopped. So 572 that time. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'll take 2,700. I will absolutely take 2,700 words. Nice. Okay. Stacy said it just started to rain, so don't know if you're going to have the cookout tonight or not. Heather has succeeded in putting both YouTube's, Instagram's, Facebook's, and coffee on the LinkedIn, the Linktree link. Heather has pulled some of the ingredients for a cake that you promised your son you'd make this weekend. Yeah, what is it? Dyscalculia is, I think, a hereditary predisposition. So, Jen writes romance, got 669 words. Nice. CB says like 112 words. Excellent. Salty's Gaming, hello, welcome. And Jen L got nearly 2 hours of work done and tackled an insane pile of dishes. Thank you all for the inspiration. You're welcome. And I'm glad you found us. Let's see. CB says 2,078 words in total for the day. Nice. Excellent. That is fantastic. Okay. I'm going to save it one more time just because. Save. And yeah, let me pop Devin's playlist back in the chat so that you can have places to go to this evening. I will be back. I've not scheduled them yet, but I will do so either tonight or tomorrow morning. I will be back Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern, and Sunday, 2 to 5. So I will be around. Yeah. Okay, don't forget to save. Make sure you're hydrated. Make sure you're stretching. Make sure you need to get up and walk around after if you've been sitting the whole time that we've been here. Get a little bit of that blood flowing, all that. All right. Thank you very much for the fun 3 hours, and I will see y'all soon. Don't forget to save. Bye, y'all.